Today, guys, we're gonna try and improve your top speed. Because speed is a combination of the length of your steps and then the amount of steps that you take per second. So basically, the more steps, the faster you go. And today, we're gonna try and work on that to make it faster. So Carsten, we already talked about Mbappe, we analyzed his ridiculous speed, and we also talked about his acceleration. But as you told me, there's more to Mbappe's speed than just acceleration.
Exactly. In acceleration is also frequency of steps, especially also when you're going into higher speeds. And if you're going to top speed, you need really quick steps, okay? But of course we can make quick steps with very small lengths of the steps. This is not making us really fast. So we also have to have longer steps with very high frequency. Frequency means how many steps can I make every second.
Okay.
Okay, just when we are driving a car, the speed we measure is kilometers per hour, miles per hour, okay? When we're running, what we actually measure is meter per second. How many meter can we run in 1 second? Okay. The more meter in 1 second, the faster I am, right?
So what's a high frequency?
A high frequency is when you see the sprinters is 4 or 5 steps every second. Okay, so that's pretty quick. When I'm saying 1, 2, in that time, some of the players made 4 or 5 steps, okay?
Okay.
So that is very fast. And this is why we have to work a lot with coordination, that our body really learns this, that really the brain knows exactly when to activate what part, what muscle to make us faster. And that is what we're doing with the agility ladder. We have to do it constantly. 2-3 times a week. You have to do these kind of things, the coordination, the jumping drills. This is really the key for being faster, to getting faster.
So basically, we need as high of a frequency as possible, as many steps as possible, and as long steps as possible.
Not as long steps. I mean, when we're talking about Usain Bolt, his steps are really long. Yeah. They are 2.95 meters when he's at top speed, so this is even...
Wow.
That's a really big step. And he's taking 4 or 5 of this every second. So he is running with more than 12 meters every second, okay? Football player can't make this. But you can also see when he's coming to the finish line, he can't stop. He needs 30, 40 meters to slow down. In football, we don't have this time. I have to go and maybe the ball is lost and I have to return to the other side. I have to make a very quick stop to go another direction. When we look at the Mbappe video we saw, right? While he was taking 1 step more than the defender, just because his quick's a stepper, he's faster than the other player. So that's one of the key things really, to have a good length of the steps, but very quick.
Okay, so I want to move faster. We've got a ladder. What do I do? What do we do?
So, you're starting in the ladder by going with both feet inside, then one is stepping outside, both feet again in the center, then 1 foot on the left side, both in the center, and you move forward. So when I'm moving, it looks like this.
Okay, so we do...
You give it a try, exactly. Yes. Good, okay? And now you were sinking in a little bit. When you're in the ladder, try to be in a very high position if you can. Not falling down, because here you can work on your feet better.
Okay, I'll try one more time.
Okay.
Hey, you're watching, guys. Remember, train often, 3 times a week. That's dedication if you want to make it to the top as a fast guy. I'm too old for this, but you can still make it. Speeding up here. Oi.
There was maybe one thing you were not noticing.
Okay.
Your left arm stood still.
Ah, it always does.
The left arm was not moving. Because now your nervous system, it's overloaded. So it's losing control of one part of your body. And that, of course, is slowing you down a little bit, right? In the overall movement. That's perfectly fine. It will develop over time. The more often you do it, the easier it becomes. And that's exactly the thing of the coordination training. Usain Bolt, at the end of his career, he would still do the basic drills. It never ends. You always have to do this part in the training.
And those are the clever words, guys. The hustle never, ever ends.
Now when we're working with this kind of ladder, what we can do is that because the fields are a little bit smaller, we can make even higher frequencies. We're pushing you into a smaller step, giving a higher frequency. And then also we can change direction here. So what you're going to do is basically running a slalom. So you're starting with both feet in the center line, the right foot steps on the left side, then both on the center again, and then the left on the right. So you always move one line forward with 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1.
Carsten, if you don't have a ladder like this, is there any other way you can practice this? Can you do it with cones or just on the ground?
You can imitate something with cones, of course, or if you have rings, you can do it also with rings, these kind of things. You can even do it without anything, or when you're on the street, you can take with charcoal, you paint it on the street, and then you have your grid.
Right, because not everyone's fortunate to have a nice grid like this. So we go. It's like Star Wars.
Yes, you see, it's a little bit of slalom.
Yeah.
And now you have your arms, for example, very far.
Okay.
You're trying to keep balance like this still. The next step would be then, of course, that you try already to get your arms like in the running, because you want to control it with your body rather than with your arms.
Okay, so.
Yes. Good.
So basically, what is this good for?
It is for the frequency. It will help your nervous system that it can coordinate the muscles better.
So basically, first drill, get up, high step frequency. Same thing here, just with a little bit of change. And with enough work, hopefully, you can just add a little bit of extra spice to that top speed.
Always full speed. There's only one thing that counts, it is full speed. And that is what we have to push ourselves always into this, because only then our muscles start adjusting and getting faster and faster and faster. So that's the key thing.
And that's what we want. Faster, 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 faster. Mbappe. Work on it. So there you go, guys, step frequency. You want it, and with these drills, you can go and get it. And in other words, if you do this continuously, you keep pushing hard over a long period of time. Don't just stop after doing it for 2 days. Hopefully, in the end, you will get just a little bit faster. Now, of course, remember that if you want to keep building your speed, we've made a lot of videos with Carsten you can check out in the playlist right down there. And of course, if you want the right gear to run faster, you can also go and visit Unisport via the link right over there. Now, finally, of course, remember to go subscribe to the channel with the notifications on, of course, and then hit that playlist if you want to improve that speed. And I know you want to. With those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.